right now at 7.
I wanted to make sure that people heard about our relationship from me.
A romantic bombshell. San Francisco's mayor confessing to a past relationship with a now notorious corruption suspect. But it's another admission that's raising ethics questions.
And that's why I'm calling on the mayor, asking her, do the right thing and step down.
The new Trump administration plan to boost immigration arrests in sanctuary cities. Bay Area groups sound off on the operation involving elite border agents.
We are ready to respond with power and not panic.
Police made arrests in a double homicide case that shocked an East Bay community. Coming up, why neighbors say the city needs to do more to keep them feeling safe.
There's justice, but it's not solving the problem whatsoever.
They've been sentenced to death. They have nothing to lose.
The new program allowing death row inmates at San Quentin to switch prisons. The debate tonight getting heated.
It's just another slap in the face to victims.
By the way, Boozer shot 56% this year.
Barron shouts it down on Kirilenko's head.
And how do you turn that play and other iconic moments from the Golden State Warriors into a work of art?
Coming in down like this, that was part of Wilt Chamberlain's 81st point in the 100-point game.
Right now on the KPIX 5 News at 7 and streaming on CBS Bay Area, a confession from San Francisco's mayor, sparking new ethics questions tonight. Good evening, I'm Elizabeth Cook.
And I'm Ken Bassida. London Breed, the mayor, admitted that she had a romantic relationship and received a gift from indicted Public Works Director Mohammed Nuru, her subordinate. KPIX 5's Wilson Walker is at a City Hall for us tonight.
Well, today the mayor tried to separate herself from Mohammed Nuru, the man at the middle of these FBI investigations. But to do so, she had to admit to being very close to Nuru himself. And then there is the question of the gift.
Hello, everyone. I've been asked about it by a lot of people. And so I felt it was a need to tell people that, tell them about our relationship so that it is, made clear.
Saying she wanted to stop rumors, Mayor London Breed acknowledged that she once dated former Public Works boss Mohammed Nuru, a relationship she describes as having happened 2 decades ago, adding that they have remained very close friends. And as part of that relationship, the mayor has now disclosed what she calls a personal gift from Nuru. The mayor says he provided $5,600 in repairs on her personal automobile just last year, a gift she says was legal and did not require previous disclosure.
Well, I've checked with the city attorney in every step of the way, whether it's the relationship, whether it's the car, and ultimately, Mohammed reported to the city administrator who made the decisions as it relates to anything to do with that department.
Well, I checked with the city attorney, and the city attorney made clear to me that it is illegal to accept any gift from a subordinate. The mayor has, under the charter, the power to hire and fire the director of Public Works. And if that's not her subordinate, I don't know what is.
So tonight, the mayor denies any wrongdoing.
This has never impacted my job as mayor. Not in one instance.
It is time that we expect more from the top leaders of the city, and that's why I'm calling on the mayor, asking her, do the right thing and step down.
No direct comment yet from the city attorney's office. This discussion not going away anytime soon. At City Hall, Wilson Walker, KPIX 5.
San Francisco District Attorney Chesa Bodine said that he has been asked about possible ethics violations by Mayor Breed. He says, quote, "My office will investigate any potential criminal liability as we take public corruption very seriously. However, the mayor, like everyone else, is presumed innocent."
Also tonight, Bay Area immigrant rights groups are preparing after the Trump administration announced plans to send tactical agents from Border Patrol to help arrest undocumented immigrants. The border agents and officers will be sent to cities around the country, including San Francisco, Chicago, and New York. They will be tasked with helping ICE in the president's battle to crack down on sanctuary cities.
We are ready to respond with power and not panic. So just sending the message out to the community as well is that we need to be a prepared and organized community, as we have always been. California has always stood strong against these attacks.
A Homeland Security spokesperson told us tonight that policies adopted by sanctuary cities have made it harder for ICE agents to do their job, and they don't have enough manpower to handle all the cases. It remains unclear when the agents will arrive in the Bay Area.
The man acquitted in the killing of Kate Steinle has been found not competent to stand trial on federal gun possession charges. A court evaluation concluded Jose Inez Garcia Zarate has a mental illness that is not currently being treated. It's the latest delay in a case that sparked a national debate over sanctuary cities. Garcia Zarate, an undocumented immigrant, says the shooting of Kate Steinle on San Francisco's Pier 14 was an accident. His attorney says his client is competent and plans to contest the finding.
A pair of Alameda County teenagers have been charged in the murder of 2 young boys in Union City. KPIX 5's Da Lin explains why the case has sparked a larger crackdown on gangs in that area.
Suspect Jason Cornejo appeared in court this morning. He's now back at Santa Rita Jail. Police say they're not done in this case. There could be additional arrests. Police found the 2 young victims in this van, riddled with bullet holes. The East Bay Times reports police recovered 45 shell casings from 2 different guns. KPIX 5 obtained this home surveillance footage showing the flashes from the gunshots. Police say 18-year-old Jason Cornejo and a 17-year-old minor killed the boys.
This particular case occurred when an outside gang came into Union City to wreak havoc.
The shooting killed 14-year-old Sean Withington and 11-year-old Kevin Hernandez at a school parking lot, 1:30 in the morning back in November. Investigators believe the suspects killed the 2 boys to send a message and assert dominance over a Union City street gang. Detectives would not explain further a possible connection to the victims and did not identify them as gang members.
We have to have the prevention. I mean, what good does it do? Yeah, they caught 2 kids, but there's still gang members out there.
Educators say gangs are targeting and recruiting young people. They say the key is prevention.
I really wanted the family to more involved, take care of their kids. For example, after school, is your kids going back home? Or what do they do in the night?
In Dublin, I'm Da Lin, KPIX 5.
An update now on the discovery of 2 bodies in the driveway of a home in Marin County. The Marin sheriff now says the deaths are related to the use of illicit substances. Hazmat teams were called to an unincorporated part of San Anselmo called Sleepy Hollow. A man and woman were found, one inside a car and one outside on the driveway. A dog was also found inside the car alive. The sheriff's office says it's still waiting on toxicology tests scheduled next week. Nearly 700 death row inmates at San Quentin will soon have a chance to transfer. The new condemned inmate transfer program allows them to request transfers to 8 prisons across the state where they can participate in work and rehabilitation programs. Critics call it a slap in the face to victims and their families.
These are 700 plus of the most dangerous individuals in the state. They've been sentenced to death. They have nothing to lose.
Killing someone is not solving the problems necessarily, but I think that we need to do more to treat them humanely.
Governor Newsom imposed a moratorium on state executions shortly after taking office. This pilot program will last for 2 years. After that, officials will evaluate it to see if it's working. Up next, the Bay Area conference canceled by the coronavirus.
And the tech giants backing out of another big local event.
When any convention cancel, it affects our business big time.
All I can think of saying is thank you, everyone, period.
Plus, an overwhelming day for a 104-year-old Northern California Marine. How he ended up getting 300,000 Valentine's cards.
Plus, you'll hear from the artist who turned some pretty iconic moments from the Golden State Warriors past into an astonishing display at Chase Center.
Shot up, no call that way. Curry flings it the other way, and he got it!
They do what I can't do, and I appreciate that.
There's a good thing about being stuck in a long dry spell like this. It would be that at least you can get outside for a beautiful Valentine's evening. I will show you a 7-day forecast that does not have any rain in it. It's going to get a little windy for the start of the week, and I want to talk to you about that coming right up.
And don't forget, we are streaming now on CBSN Bay Area. You can find us on KPIX.com, the CBS News app, or your favorite platform.
Facebook is canceling its annual Global Marketing Summit over concerns of the coronavirus.
The social network says it's out of abundance of caution. 5,000 people from around the world were expected to gather at the Moscone Center next month. The cancellation could cost the city $11 million.
When hotels don't have people staying in them, it affects the community around them. So when you think about it, taxis, restaurants, businesses and stores.
When any convention cancel, it affects our business big time.
Meantime, IBM is pulling out of the RSA Cybersecurity Conference later on this month at Moscone, but the event will go on as planned.
Okay, turning to the weather department. Nice day again today. Did you notice we got rid of all those low-grade clouds that were around yesterday? It made for a beautiful day. Tomorrow we're pulling in more clouds, but they're going to be different. They're going to be higher. Let's start off by showing you what it looks like out and feels like out there right now. We've seen the numbers come back down into the mid-50s, a few upper 50s on here, after topping out in the mid-60s for most of these locations today. Overnight lows will bring us back down into the mid-40s tonight. And it'll be clearer tonight. We're not going to pull in that wet gray blanket like we'd had over the past couple of nights. And we will see Santa Rosa dip back down into the upper 30s. Most other places will stay in the low to mid 40s. And then for daytime highs tomorrow, it's subtle, but these numbers are a little warmer than today was. So we'll go back up into the mid and upper 60s. We've got some 69 showing up there down in the far South Bay. I've got another one showing up there for Livermore, but Walnut Creek goes to 65. Concord, you're going to hit 67 tomorrow. In and around the Bay, it's low 60s. That's warmer than the past few days because you were only struggling to make it to the upper 50s with that onshore flow, but that's turned off now. So we'll warm up a little more if you're closer to the water tomorrow. And in the far North Bay, we'll see mid and upper 60s. Okay, that covers the temperatures for tomorrow. The other thing I want to point out about tomorrow, starts out sunny, and then by the early afternoon, higher clouds come in from the north. From a weak storm that is going to be dropping rain technically in Northern California. It's just north of Mendocino. Watch what happens on this. There's our futurecast that plays us into Saturday night and Sunday. By Sunday morning, there's rain just now trying to get down to the Mendocino County line, and then it falls apart. And if we look at where this is going to fall, where you can actually measure it, in the earlier newscast this evening, I was actually able to at least register 1/100 of an inch of rain in Fort Bragg. Now it looks like we're not even going to see that. So that's about as close as we're going to get to rain around here for a while. And that system will drop snow in the Sierra, and while this is not a big deal, it is important in one sense. This is a Sunday afternoon and evening, and we've had real quiet weather. Almost 3 inches of snow at Donner Pass is enough to mess with the drive up there. So if you're traveling this weekend through the Sierra, coming back on Sunday, or you know someone who is, just give them a heads up. That Sunday, plan on perhaps some minor delays up on Donner Pass. I doubt you'll need chains for that. Caltrans will do a good job with it. But you will get caught off guard. And then the other thing, take a look at the timestamp up there. It says Monday morning. This is a wind futurecast. Brighter the color, the stronger the wind. Those are offshore winds on Monday morning, mainly in the mountains, but I think it'll be enough that we will notice the breeze pick up for the first half of Monday, and these are going to be the dry offshore winds. This is what happens when you don't get rain. You feel the storms that pass by to our north because it gets breezy. We've already seen this a couple of times now, and we're going to do it again on Monday. Be nice if we could actually get some rain, but for the next 7 days, it does not look like it. All right, guys, back over to you.
All right, thanks, Darren. Well, look at this. Vern Glenn joining us now with a cool new work of art. This thing was put up at Chase Center in San Francisco, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
I thought the guys on the court were artistic, but this guy just takes us to a whole nother level. Hey, as you're striving through Thrive City around Chase Center, on display are 3 layers of stainless steel gates. And inside, if you look at it this way, maybe look at it that way, magic happens. All from one guy, a roll of paper, a hobby knife, and imagination.
Green weaving, trying to get the shot up. No call that way. Curry flings it the other way. And he got it!
Iconic Warriors players. What a quarter. 105, 103. Bad pass. Right to Larry. On the pass by Cooper. Floyd right side. Drives over Green. Up and good. Sleepy Floyd scores again. Sleepy Floyd is Superman.
Iconic Warriors moments. Captured by Oakland artist Adam Feibelman. Memories inside 8,000 pounds of metal attached outside Chase Center.
I took 12 different Warriors plays from history, and I took video footage and traced the movement of the ball down the court for every one of these plays and overlapped them to make this abstraction.
The most amazing scoring performance of all time. 100 points. It was a big difference.
Plays across the top, generally here and coming in down like this. That was part of Wilt Chamberlain's 81st point in the 100-point game.
This Run TMC right here, me, Molly, Mitch.
The Run TMC era, to see a Nate Thurman who's included in this.
Come on, there it is. That's the bounce.
Jason Richardson's 2002 slam dunk contest.
The images and dimensions of these plays shift as you walk by.
The number one play that people tell me that they remember by far is Baron Davis posterizing Karolinko.
By the way, Boozer shot 56% this year.
Oh, Barron shouts it down on Karolinko's head. Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me with the right hand spike?
They do what I can't do, and I appreciate that.
I get chills from seeing that dunk on Karolinko, and that's just some of the plays in this piece. You got to see the rest of them in this piece of art. Now, Feibelman's been in Oakland since 1997, wears the 510 on his chest, loves the Dubs. Really cool that he was contracted to display this great work of art.
He's a
cutting out every little
I know.
piece. That's just
I know.
crazy,
Amazing.
man.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It is.
Really neat.
Thanks, Fern.
Still ahead, what Bay Area voters are saying about a visit today from presidential hopeful Pete Buttigieg.
And where fans of the late Kobe Bryant can now get their tickets for his massive upcoming public memorial.
Democratic presidential candidate Pete Buttigieg made a swing through the Bay Area to pick up some campaign cash. He held 2 private fundraisers today in San Francisco and in Palo Alto before a final campaign stop in Sacramento this evening. Many of the other candidates are also pouring in resources and spending big bucks on ads ahead of California's primary on March 3rd.
I haven't made up my mind yet. I have about 3 candidates I'm deciding among, and he's one of them. And so I'm really glad that he's in California and I get a chance to see him in person.
The Justice Department has dropped the criminal case against former FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe, a frequent target of President Trump, who was fired in 2018. That news comes after the Attorney General warned that President Trump to stop tweeting and commenting about ongoing cases.
I cannot do my job here at the department with a constant background commentary that undercuts me.
New details about the public memorial plan for Lakers legend Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna. Fans can register for tickets between today and Monday. The price between $24 and $224. Proceeds will be donated to the Bryant family's Mamba and Mambacita Sports Foundation.
They deserve it, both Gigi, Kobe, all the other that passed away. It's a great thing that people come celebrate all of their lives.
The public memorial is set for February 24th at Staples Center. Bryant and his daughter and 7 others were killed in a helicopter crash last month. Ken?
Thank you, Elizabeth. Coming up next, 300,000 Valentine's cards and counting. The 104-year-old Marine who had a holiday he will never forget.
Don't forget, we are streaming now on CBS Bay Area. You can find us on KPIX.com, the CBS News app, or your favorite platform. Well, trust is key when it comes to any relationship.
But a new survey finds that many couples are being unfaithful when it comes to money.
have a share account.
Yvonne and Stefan Menelace say have been together for nearly 30 years and came to an agreement on finances when they got married.
He makes the money, I handle the money. Does that make sense? So communication, definitely.
But many couples aren't open and truthful when it comes to money. CreditCards.com surveyed 2,500 Americans in serious relationships. They found 44% admitted to committing financial infidelity.
Financial infidelity usually takes one of three forms. It's secret debt, secret accounts, or it could be secret spending.
Ted Rossman from CreditCards.com says 34% admit to spending more money than they feel their partner would be comfortable with. 17% have kept a secret account, 12% carried secret debt.
What's even more surprising is 27% say that it's even worse than physical cheating. So this is really a big deal for a lot of people.
24-year-old Anna Bagley is single, but doesn't plan to share a bank account with another person.
When you just start out, you're really aware of all the money you have and all your expenses and stuff. So I guess when you get to that point when you're in a relationship with someone, you're not ready to kind of say, oh, okay, I'm just gonna not think about it.
Rossman says honesty is the best policy.
Just make sure that you're on the same page about your income, your expenses, your goals. It's really important.
Couples that invest in financial communication can see big dividends when it comes to a successful relationship.
Well, that was Veronica de la Cruz reporting millennials are the most likely to be financially unfaithful. 1 out of 4 has kept a secret bank account hidden from a partner.
That would take, of course, money to have that. But, all right. Update to a story that we brought you last month. You may remember the 104-year-old Stockton veteran asking for Valentine's Day cards. And today, we learned his wish was granted by more than 300,000 people. Retired Marine Major Bill White expected just a few hundred cards maybe, but today he woke up to hundreds of thousands of notes from around the world, complete with gifts and candy.
I've been a Marine for 86 years, and I can't think of anybody other than that would come to see me.
It's just been so lovely and so overwhelming, and it has affected so many people across the nation.
Well, President Trump even sent a special note. That was nice. NASA delivered a photo and personalized plaque. That was nice. But there were a few gestures of kindness that really made Bill's heart skip a beat. One of them, a visit from another group of Marines.
Oh, I love stories like this. Absolutely. What a beautiful way to honor him and celebrate Valentine's Day.
And nice to go feel good with a story like that after talking about millennials having financial infidelities.
Money means nothing when you're 104, right?
Yeah.
He's got the right idea.
I hope to find out someday.
You will. Thank you for watching at 7. The news continues streaming on CBSN Bay Area.